Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This will be part 2 on the 2005 Jeep Wrangler 4.0 with a manual transmission with the oxygen sensors problem for my friend Keith Defazio. Alright, so I'm doing further testing on the computer. I want to start from zero, so everything is connected but nothing is on. The only thing that is on is right now my power supply, and I want to show that that draw that we had in there, like, I don't know, 370 or so, is from the BCI because the computer is not on. All right, so I'm going to turn the computer on. All right, so everything is on in here. I got the test light still connected in here. That's the other light that you see here. I'm always having that ready to go in case I need it. I'm going to do an auto scan so we can see that we have indeed communication, and also Keith can see that this is the VIN number, which again, I don't have it yet, so I mean, I know it's the correct because it's coming from the computer. All right, that's the VIN number, and that is the last digit are 3282. In this, I'm just going to click on quick access. I'm going to do heater O2 heater tests because um, guided components on these scanners are really good. So I'm going to go over to actuator tests. That's also guided component tests on other scanners, but the call I think in this one is actuator tests, and that all has to do with Jeep or Wrangler. I mean, sorry, Chrysler weight of having it, right? Let's just do this live. So again, this is correct. So we can say yes. I'm just going to go over to the PCM, enter it. Takes a little bit to communicate. In the meantime, I just want to show you, if you go over to my website, again, you got a contact button, that white square in there, and then let's chat. You can scroll down and you can see all the information that I like to share here, doing testing computers, our services, and some of the prices. Again, these are starting prices. They are not a flat rate fee. And then you can scroll down. I have pictures of multiple repairs that I have done through, the years of doing this. And then also you have an access to all the videos that I post normally on the YouTube channel, and you have them here. At the bottom, you have again another contact, the full email address, and then you can select if you submit this form, you will be contacting me immediately. So please scroll down. This is also a map if you want to know where I'm located. I don't take walk-ins, I only take mail-in uh, computers. So please call me and then we can go from there. All right, hopefully we have now, yep, the scanner is up and running. Okay, so I'm going to do again actuating tests. So we're going to go scroll down and we're going to go over to in order. Let's do 1-1 first. Again, follow the recommendations on the screen. I want to set up the data streams. I'm going to put all the O2 sensor heaters, and we're going to have the same thing as we saw before. So 1-1, 1-2, 2-1, and 2-2. That will stay pretty much selected. So as you can see, we have here the same 2020 because that's like a check, and that is not happening on the downstream of 2. So the 1-1 has that, not the 1-2. The 2-1 has it, but not the 2-2. All right, so we are in the 1-1. The connection for the 1-1, I have to go over to the folders in here. So I have what the sensor heaters. So 1-1 auto sensor should be in, let me just follow that, 22, 22 to 18, and then 18 to 18. So it's C218. So if I connect this to C2, again, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is empty. C218, 1, 1, look up, we have 20% in there. So as soon as this is connected, that light should light up. So I'm going to go to 18, and indeed lights up for a few seconds, and now we got nothing on the 1-1. So we know for sure that we are connected in the correct heater control. So if we start here, it's activating, and this is indeed working. So the heater is on. Not sure why it's showing 0, but I guess that's something, uh, maybe glitch on the software or so. But one thing that I notice is when I try to stop this, it stays on. For me, that is a bad driver in the O2 sensor heaters. It's not turning off. So the only way that I can turn now this off is by actually turning everything off, the computer, for at least 3 seconds, and then now back on. And we can see that you see how it sends us to 100% and then 20, which the reason is in 0 is because we're still connected in there. So I'm going to do now the 1, 2. So we get out of here. We select the 1, 2, right? 1, 2. We click in there. Going to select the same data stream, which should be selected. And then 1, 2. Let me just follow again the wiring diagram. It says the 1, 2 is right here. So 1, 2 should be in connector C3, 9. Hopefully you guys can see that. So C3, this is connector C3. So C3, 9. So I'm just going to move that same red wire to the pin 9. And then number 10 is the last one. So number 9. We are indeed in there. And we're going to start, I just, because that one doesn't show anything. So notice not 20% or 100% or anything. So I'm not sure what, but let's see the activation, and I'm activating it now. And then the 1, 2, it's not doing anything. See, it's activating and it's not happening anything. So not sure if it's a glitch on the scanner or what, but let's keep going with the test. So we know that 1, 2 is doing nothing. So I'm going to try another scanner. I'm going to connect my hotel and do this same test and see if it's a glitch with the scanner or we have a glitch with the computer. I'll be right back, guys. All right, connected to the scanner right now. It's doing the auto detect. Hopefully it reads the big number. Yeah, it looks like it's connected. I'm not blaming top down yet, but we'll see. Sometimes software can do uh, things they're not supposed to be doing. All right, that's the correct big number. Trying to do this all live, like that we say the information for your records, my records. Oh, just close the. I'm gonna put you in a weird spot 1 second because I closed the. I was trying to put them in a different angle, but I guess it's gonna have to stay in there. This IM608, the leg that holds the scanner doesn't have like multiple positions. All right, so that's kind of weird because I read the number. Why it's showing or asking for this? So. Um, well, this is an ECM because it's a manual transmission. So, all right, so let's do active test. Okay, let's try auto sensor 1, 1. Do you want to view that data stream? So yes, we're going to select the same pizza we got before, just the heaters. The only error I have is now I have one connected, so it's actually doing 2, 1. So this is still connected to that, so I should have it unplugged, but we're going to just look for the heaters. Same data pits. Um, okay, 1, 1. Okay, they got the heaters at the end. Perfect. That actually makes it very easy to see. And it must not be running. Okay, so we see that indeed the 2-1 is the reading 0. So this is actually showing the same thing. So we're gonna move it to the 1-1, which the 1-1 should be pin 18. And we're gonna move it right to here. It's gonna come up for a little bit, brief second, and then goes away. And now we got the 0. We're going to start the actuation, and it's on. We're going to stop the actuation, and this one was able to turn it off. So that was not possible with the top down. So let's go in order again. 1, 1, 1, 2. Do you want to view data stream? Yes. Come on, why is not selected the same thing, right? So 1, 2. So 1, 2, if we go back to, again, sorry guys, I'm doing this one, but 1, 2 should be in pin 9 C3. So we're gonna move this to pin 9 in C3, which is right here, and that's gonna be our heater for number 2. I went too far. So we're going to select, um, I don't think we saw anything, right? But let's still select it. Yeah, we don't see anything in there. We're doing 1, 2. We're going to start actuation, and this was able to actuate it. So we definitely have a problem with the top down, not able to actuate the O2 heaters. Let's just stop the actuation, and it went off. It still doesn't show anything. I would like to see some, you know, pulse percentage, but it is working. So this was not happening with the top down. All right, let's follow up with the next one. And that's why it's so important to not use just one scanner. So if I would have just be doing this with the top down, I would have be like, oh, we got a problem with the driver, and I would be chasing a rabbit that it does not exist. All right, so let's go to 2-1, and I don't want to do any seeing nothing because it doesn't do anything. So we're doing 2-1. 2-1 is in pin 18, pretty much, if I remember correctly. So 2-1 is pin 17. Pin 17, so we're gonna move this into connector C2, pin 17, so 19, 18, pin 17. Yeah, you must not be running, and we're going to start there. Now we can see data. Remember, it was like not available, so we're going to start the actuator, and it did. Stop the actuator, and it did. So this one is passing 3 sensors heaters. So we're gonna do now the same thing with sensor heater, or yeah, auto sensor heater 2. And that is going to be then in pin 10, sense connector 3. I'm just going to, because I don't know why it doesn't say anything in here, but if we follow this one to pin 9, and then 9 will come down here, which is as auto sensor 2, so yeah, that's 9. And then 9 goes to pin 10. All right, so we're gonna move just this to pin 10 and connector 3, which is right here. Do you wish to view that as stream? Let's say yes, even though we cannot really see any changes on that. You see how long it's taking to update the data? The computer is not even warm or anything, so nothing to do with that. It's the scanner. So I'm having problem with on this card with these scanners. So I'm going to just select this just because I don't want to have any problems. All right, so let's do the actuation of the 2-2. Same thing, start, and it did work, stop. So all the heaters are working 100% with the computer. So the computer can actually actuate the heaters. The only thing I don't like is this. When I turn this off and I turn it back on, the only two heaters that are being seen are the 1-1 and the 2-1. See how now I updated it. I'm going to do the same thing. and then turn it back on. See, not available, 100%, and then 20%, only in the one ones. So I'm going to move this. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm taking longer to do this, but this is testing. This is when you're doing testing computers and same in a car. I mean, you want to know how is the normal reaction. There is not really much information in that, so I'm going to turn this off. I want to see if it does actually indeed comes at 100%. Right now we lost the data. I'm going to turn this on. It doesn't go into 100%, even though it shows 100%. It's just like a bias voltage because it's not really coming on for not 20% or nothing. Unless, unless if I am plug this on and now go over to the 18, that will activate the heater for a little bit, but then now went to nothing. So yes, it's it's a test, but I don't see that happening on the 1-2 or in the 2-2. So again, just ignition off, ignition back on. See, 1-1, 2-1, but nothing on this, and this is exactly the same thing on both scanners. Definitely tap done. This is the first time I find a glitch on their scanner software, and it's not uncommon to have run into that with Autel, and that's why it's never a perfect scanner because they don't give you the full spectrum. And don't try to even get that from the originals because I use BMW Insta daily basis, and there is so much more they can give to the technician in order to diagnose the vehicles, but they don't. There is not even a graph function. You can just see a pit, numbers going up and down. How can you diagnose an O2 sensor without having a graph so you can see if it's fluctuating up and down or not? You can't. They have automated test plan and they give you a result. Yes, it passed, or no, it didn't pass. That's not good. That's not good because you need to see. I mean, a technician can log into the software and they can see that on the back end, but not us as technicians. That's lame. That's really lame. BMW, change that. Give everything the technician needs in order to work in your cars. But like I said, it's no perfect scanner, so you're gonna have to have multiple tools. It's just the only way. All right, guys, at least now I know that function-wise, the computer is in control of all the heaters. I don't like that. I would like to have that same response in all the other heaters. I'm going to change that driver either way. I honestly don't see any problems on the sensor signal or in the sensor ground or return signal return they may name it in here, but I need again to talk to Keith. He is not a beginner. He knows more than this than anyone else that I know, including myself. So I just want to see exactly what we can come up together and put in these videos and then find out what I need to do or not on this computer. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye.